Good day, class.
Hindi, ma'am.
Before we start our discussion for today, na ako'y mga pangutanang anhi. First question. What comes in mind when you hear the word solid? Or unsa may musol sa inyong hunahuna kung makabati mo nga og word na solid? Dave?
Bato.
Daniel?
Gahi.
Okay, very good. Second question. What comes in mind when you hear the word liquid? Unsa man pay musol sa inyong hunahuna kung makabati mo sa word na liquid? Dave?
Tubig.
Daniel?
Juice.
Okay, very good. Next question. Ay, kabalakan last na ni. What comes in mind when you hear the word gas? Unsa man pay mo usol sa inyong hunahuna kung makabati mo og word na gas?
Carbon dioxide. Oxygen.
Okay, very good. So, usa ko mag-start sa discussion karon. Na ako'y video nga ipakita sa ninyo. Na ako'y mga question after sa video ha.
Well, it doesn't matter, Kitty. In fact, everything around us is matter. Yes, my friends, I'm sure you must have heard the term matter before, and how everything that we come across in our lives, like the air you inhale, the books you read, toys you play with, I mean, literally everything is made of matter. Still confused? Don't worry, my friends. In today's episode, let us explore what is matter and its state, and find the answer to an important question: why matter matters so much. Zoom in. So, what is matter? Well, as we all know, that matter is everything around you. Rocks, bed, water, even you are made of matter. But the vital question is, how do you define matter? Well, according to science, matter is defined as everything that has weight and takes up space or has volume. I'm sure you are already aware of what weight is. It's just how heavy something is. But what do we mean by taking up space or volume? Volume is the amount of space something occupies. For example, the ball takes up a small volume, while the sun occupies a large volume or takes larger space to fit it. Likewise, different states of matter will fill volumes in different ways, depending upon how big, little, long or short the object is. But why? Why do they vary in looks and sizes? Well, that's because matter comes in different states, and the three most common states are known as solid, liquid, and gas. Let's start with the most obvious state of matter, that is the solid state. There are objects that keep their own shape and do not flow in a given temperature. Examples of solids are study table, sugar cubes, glass, rock, most metals, etc. Ice is a solid as well, but when it melts, it becomes liquid. Speaking of liquids, they float, move around a little, and fill up containers you put them in, like a water bottle. So we can say we occupy the space inside the containers we fill them in. But what about the weight of water? Well, we all know that water has weight. If you carry a water bottle with you, and as you drink from the bottle, it gets lighter and lighter, giving you a good idea about the weight of the water. Next comes comes an interesting state of matter that can't be seen easily, but it's there all the time, like the air we inhale, which is a gas, the third main state of matter. But I know you must be wondering, is air really matter? And if it is, then how we see if it takes up space and has weight? Well, we can prove that with a simple experiment at your home. To do so, take an empty glass and lower it vertically downward in a vessel filled with water. You will observe that the level of water inside the glass is less than the level of water outside it. It is because the air within the glass is trapped and does not allow the water to rise up. It means air has occupied the space inside the glass. Now, when you tilt the glass aside, you will see bubbles of air rushing out, and it is replaced by water, hence proving that air occupies space. But how do we show that air has weight? Take two empty balloons and tape them to the ends of a meter stick. Then hang the meter stick on a string so that it's perfectly balanced. Now, blow up one of the balloons and stick it back to the meter stick. You will find the end of the air-filled balloon will bend downwards because of air giving it the extra weight, hence proving the fact that air is matter as it has volume and weight. It's trivia time! Did you know that there are more than 3 states of matter? Yes, besides the solid, liquid and gaseous, there are also 3 further different states of matter that have been created by man. These are plasma, fermionic condensates and Bose-Einstein condensates. It's question time! Today's question is, what are the 3 main states of matter? Do write your answer in the comments section below and hit the like and subscribe button if you have.
So, interesting ang video, no? So, namay na maawa na to? Okay. So, sa inyong opinion, sa inyong nakita nga video, unsa man tong tulo ka state of matter?
Solid,
Dave?
solid, liquid, and gas.
Okay, very good. Solid, liquid, ug gas. Unsay tawag ato nila ng tulo? Daniel.
Matter.
Okay, matter. Very good. So, unsa man kaha ang atong topic karon? Unsay tagnan ninyo nga atong topic karon? Ano ba?
State of matter.
Okay, very good. State of matter. So, today we will be talking about the state of matter. So, state of matter. So, what is matter? So, unsa ko na yung matter? First, matter is anything that occupies space. So, ang matter ko no kay sag-unsa nga nag-occupy og space. It is anything that makes up the whole universe. So, matter makes up the whole universe. So, ang whole universe ko no ay made up of matter. It has specific qualities, namely volume, mass, and density. So, ang matter ko no na ay tulo ka specific quality: volume, mass, and density. Next is, it can be found in form or state, namely solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. So, nakunay upat or usahay gani kay 7 ang state sa matter. Pero ang atong topic karon is ang tulura, which is the solid, liquid, and gas. So what are the three states of matter? So what is the three states of matter? So the three states of matter is solid, liquid, and gas. So sa inyong pagtanaw, di ba lahi ang solid, lahi ang liquid, lahi pod ang gas. Madala. First is what is solid. So, ang solid sa nga itong unahon og discuss ha. So, solid. Solid is a hard molecule are packed together. Ang solid kuno is gahi. O ang iyahang molecule are packed together. So, ang solid kay ang iyang molecule kay packed together, meaning close siya kayo. Kung unuhay ang duha ka circle, ana, close siya kaayo. Then, the closer the molecule, the harder it is. So, mas gahi ang solid kung ang iyang molecule is mas dugol pa. Then, solid hold their own shape. So, naay own shape ang solid. Molecules of solid don't move much. They only vibrate and uniformly arrange. So, ang molecule sa solid, di jud kana nang mulihok siya. Only mo vibrate siya. Unya, ang iyahang molecule is uniformly arranged. Meaning, kung ang usa nag-ana ngadto, kanuhay tulo na sila nakapak, sa ubos pod, sunod-sunod na na. Dili na siya nga maglahi-lahi. Og example sa solid is ang rock. Example sa solid kay rock og table. Kanang table nga inyong kaan sa eskwelahan. Next is what is liquid. So unsa kunoy liquid? So liquid can be a mixture of more than one element or compound which is called solution. So, ang liquid kuno is, I can be a mixture. Pwede kuno siya mixture ang liquid. Ang pangan ana nga mixture is solution. So, for example, sa solution is juice nga powdered og water. Nya, kung isagol na ninyo siya, muna siya ang solution. Tawag. Next is liquid will take the shape of whatever container they are in. So, ang liquid kuno mo take siya shape sa iya container. Kung kanuhay ang shape sa iyang container kay square. So, ang liquid pod is square pod siya. Nya, kung kanuhay heart ang liquid, ay heart ang iya container. So, ang liquid is heart pod. Intindihan ba? Okay. Next is have a cohesive force cohesion that make the molecule want to stick together. So, ang liquid kuno is naay force nga tawag is cohesion. Which is, mauni siya ang maghimo nga ma-stick together ang molecule sa liquid. Molecules in liquid are a little more spread out than those on solid and moves a little faster or slide around. So, di ba ang solid kay di man siya mulihok kay kung mulihok man is vibrate na siya. Ang liquid naman is muslide around na siya ang liquid. O ang yung molecule is kanang kuan spread out siya. Medyo lagyo ba? Pwede jud yung nalagyo ra kayo. Medyo lang. Og example sa liquid is moto ang inyong gisulti kanina, water, juice, o anything nga flow. Next is what is gas? So, unsa kunoy gas? Gas are everywhere. So, ang gas kuno is everywhere. Nag-asa kuno na ay gas. Example is air, atmosphere, and many other. So, example sa gas is air. So, ang air man no, kay na, bisag asa man ano. Kay kung may air, di po kahinga. So, bisag asa na adyo air. Then, in gas, atoms or molecule are very spread out and full of energy. They are bouncing around constantly. So, ang molecule po kuno sa gas is kuan lagyo siya kaayo. Diba? Nya, kuan po siya paspas iya lihok kay dako man siya space. Lagyo man siya. Kung kanuhay ang solid is ana kaayo. Ang liquid ana, ang gas ana. Lagyo kayo ang gas. Then, gases evenly fill the entire shape of any size of a container. So, ang gas kuno mo fill siya sa entire container sa ihang mo fill siya sa entire container nga nakalaan niya. For example, ang sa balloon, di ba? Mo fill siya sa kanang shape sa balloon. Kanoy ang shape sa balloon heart, so ma-heart pod ang balloon ay ang balloon nga na ay gas or air. Then, vapor is another name for gas. So, another name for gas is vapor. So, what is another name for gas?
Vapor.
Very good, vapor. Example sa gas is katong air nga inyong gisulti ganina o carbon dioxide, oxygen. Next is changes in state of matter. So, nowadays, mga changes sa state of matter, no? So, changes state means physical change. So, once kuno ganahan ka mo change ang state, na ay physical change nga, may tabo. Example, solid to liquid, liquid to solid. So, for example, solid to liquid. Diba ang solid kay, naman siya kagalingon shape niya. Yung example na ani is ang katong ice cube. Ba na siya hold siya sa shape. Kung ganahan ka ang solid mahimong liquid, so, ma-change dyan na ang form sa solid. Mahimo na siyang liquid. Then, so na-change na iya physical from solid to liquid. Then, each particles of matter moves at different rates for each state. So, changing state means you have to add or remove energy. So, ang each particle sa matter kay iba-iba ang ilahang rates or state. O iba-iba sila, di ba? Kaya ang solid dugol man, ang liquid di kayo dugol, ay layo-layo. Then ang sa gas is layo jud siya, spread out. So, para ma-change nimo from one state to another, to solid to liquid, kinahanglan nimo og mag-add or remove energy. Kung ganahan ka na ma-change ang So, kung ganahan ka ma-change ang state, kinahanglan mo energy. So, what is energy? So, energy. Energy is something you need to add or remove to change a state of matter. So, kanina na, ang energy kuno may kinahanglan mo i-add or remove para ma-change change ang state of matter. If you need to change the state of solid to liquid, you need to add energy because solid moves very fast or because solid don't move or vibrate slow, while liquid moves moderately or is faster than solid. So, kung ganahan ka ma-change di ay ang solid to liquid, kinahanglan nimo mag-add og energy. Another name sa energy nga kuan is ang temperature. So, para mahilis ang ice cube para mahimo siyang water from solid to liquid, ang temperature is add. So, ang init, kinahanglan mo heat. Na kung ganahan naman ka nga, if you need to turn liquid to solid, you need to remove energy because liquid moves moderately, moves faster than solid. So, di ba ang solid kay hinay man? So, para ma-change ang liquid to solid, which is ibutang mo sa freezer, ang temperature sa freezer is cold, di ba? So, mag-remove ka og energy. Mabutang kag heat kung ganahan nimo mahimong solid ang liquid, di ba ya? So, energy is very important because without energy, changing one state to another is impossible. So, impossible din siya kung wa ang energy nga ang state of matter from solid to liquid imong i-change. Kung may energy, so di jud siya mahitabo nga na changes. Mag-remain na jud sila. So, For example, solid. Ang iya shape sa solid has definite shape. So, na siya kagalingon shape. Then, volume has definite volume. So, na po siya definite volume. Then, particles arrangement fixed or very close. So, sa ako pang isulti ganina, very close ang mga molecule sa solid. The harder, mas dool ang molecule, mas gahi ang solid. So, next is interaction between particles, very strong. Then, movement of particles, very slow or vibrating. So, ang movement sa solid is vibrating ra. Then, example of solid is ice, salt, iron. So, anything na gahi is solid. Next is liquid. So, sa shape, ang liquid takes shape of the container. So, mo take shape sa iyang container. Next is particle arrangement. Next is volume. Has definite volume. So, napod siya definite volume ang sa liquid pareha sa solid. Then, next is particle arrangement. So, random or close. So, sa kuan pa ganina sa solid, di ba, kay uniformly arrangement to. Ang liquid dili siya uniformly arranged, random siya. Sag-asa gibutang. Pero kuan siya. Close siya pero dili ingon nga close jud. Kada bang medyo layo-layo lang siya. Pero random siya pagabutang. Next is interaction between particles is strong. So, strong. Diba kanina, very strong and solid. Ang liquid is strong. Next is movement of particles. So, moderate. So, ang movement sa particles sa liquid is moderate or sliding lang. Mo slide na siya. Next is ang gases. Takes the shape of its container. So, pareha sa liquid, mo take shape siya sa iyang container. Next, sa volume, fill the volume of the container. Mo fill siya sa volume sa iyang container. Next is interaction
Between
particles is essentially none. So, what yun siya interaction ang sa gases sa iyang particles? Ilagyo man siya. Next is ang iyang movement is very fast. So, pas-pas day ang sa gases. Next is example is water, vapor, helium, and air. So, question. Unsa may movement sa particles sa gases?
Very fast.
Okay, very fast. Sa liquid, moderate. Sa solid,
Slow.
slow or vibrating. Okay. So, ang liquid ba is kanang uniformly arranged? Uniformly arranged ba ang liquid? Uniformly arranged ba ang liquid?
Di.
O, dili uniformly arranged ang liquid, ha? Unsa man nga state sa matter ang uniformly arranged?
Solid.
Ang solid, very good. Next, last na ni. Type of changes of state. So, muna ang type of changes of state. Sa process, naay mga process para ma-change ang state. So, meaning, iba-iba da ang kanang imong gamaon para ma-change ang state, di ba? Ang anaan ka man nga ganahan ka mo liquid, ang solid mo liquid, yung kung freezing, di ba mali? So na sila process, lain-lain nga process. First process is melting. Then a state of change is solid to liquid. Then ang energy niya is add og energy.
Ah.
Kung ganahan ka mahimong liquid ang solid, kinahanglan og mag-add og energy. Meaning, kinahanglan og init.
Init.
Oh. Next is freezing. So, liquid to solid. Then, ang yung energy is remove energy. Correct. Ngano kinahanglan mag-remove energy? Kung sa may temperature?
Cold.
Cold. Bugnaw man, so ang yung energy is dapat
Cold.
ibanan. Then, evaporation. Liquid to gas. So, kay ba mo sa evaporation, no? Oh. So, kung ganahan mo ang himong liquid, mahimong gas, kinahanglan mo og mag-add og energy. For example, is kanang mag-boil mo og water. Nya kanang steam nga, mag-asto nga na sa ibabaw. So, mo na ang gas. Nya kinahanglan og ang evaporation, meaning kinahanglan niya og energy. Next is boiling. So, kay ba mo unsay boiling, no? So, liquid to gas gihapon. So, magkuan gapon kag energy, mag-add. Kay init man. Next is condensation. Gas to liquid. So, sa condensation naman, di ba naaman na sa weather, unsa man magkuan sa para mag-kuan, mag-rain. Di ba? Na may evaporation, na po'y condensation. Sa condensation naman is gas to liquid. Then, ang yung energy is remove. Kaya nga nung kinahanglan na mag-remove, kay padung man sa gas. So, mag-remove kag energy kay kinahanglan mag-cold. Next is sublimation. Solid to gas. Solid po kuno mahimong gas. Sublimation. Ang energy naman is mag-add ka. Mag-add ka. The more nga mag-add kag energy sa sublimation. Kay, di ba ang solid kay gahi man na kaayo. Ya kung ganahan ka mahimo ng gas, kinahanglan jud nimo og more energy. Di ba? So, end na. So, nabay na mauhan.
Oo.
Hinaa. So, ay, question yan, he. What makes the solid turn to liquid? Unsa man? And reversal. Unsa may hinungdan? Ang energy. Very good. What is the rule of temperature in turning solid to liquid? Ang temperature is
Init. Add.
og remove. Di ba ang temperature? Ang rule sa temperature is siya ang energy nga kinahanglan i-add o i-remove. So, next is I will group you into kita naman ni-group na. So, then ay mga question na ni sa analysis. So, what are the three state of matter? So, unsa na tong three state of matter?
Solid, liquid, and gas.
So, unsa man na unsa may tawag sa three unsa may tawag ana nila?
State of matter.
Okay, state of matter. Next is unsa man next is unsa man pud ang movement So, unsa man pod ang movement sa liquid? Unsa yung movement sa liquid?
Very slow.
Yes. Movement sa liquid? Unsa yung movement sa liquid?
Moderate.
Moderate, very good. Unsa man po yung movement sa solid?
Very slow.
Okay, very slow, very good. Unsa man po ang sa gas?
Very fast.
Okay. So, unsa man po yung state sa matter nga ang iyahang particle arrangement is random.
Gas.
Random or close?
So, liquid.
Liquid. Then, unsa man po iyahang particle arrangement is uniform or fixed?
Solid.
Solid. Unsa man po state sa matter nga ang iyang volume is na ay definite volume. Unsa may state sa matter nga na definite volume?
Gas.
Definite volume ng state of matter. Unsa man? Unsa may state sa matter nga na ay different volume? So duha na sila. Anyone? So, Dave.
Solid and liquid.
Okay, very good. Solid and liquid. So, mauna to class. So, namoy namohan. Ano, di ba? Okay na. Very good. So, thank you for your time and goodbye, class.